Ah. Thank you. Medication. What is wrong is if we don't look at can we find that we have today? If we find, then we reduce the medication. We prevent these lifestyle diseases that can come on. Now, I'm going to talk more about that later. To say, come first to our Cookschool. Yeah, I'd like to say that we're not always very serious. We have a lot of fun too. So please, sometimes we might do something. Yeah. So we'd like you to dance with us, and sometimes we might do some cheering. We'd like you to cheer with us. Sometimes we might be clapping. We'd like you to with us. Early today, we're going to have an on, okay? Because one of the things that I always say to my colleagues in my business is like, we should not, yeah, we should, is time, you now wait for the people to come, yeah? That means that it's not to come on time. And that's one of the reasons why I'm starting now, yeah? Whereas before, when I was around, maybe you might have started when most people were around, yeah? But let's go from there. So we've got a PowerPoint. I just want to share with you the PowerPoint. So if we can move to the next slide, so, yeah. So okay, so I would just like to introduce the staff that we have. You met Stella Maris, distributors, Sue in her own office today. Okay, Maris, sales manager. So moving on. Yeah. Have Bearden. Bearden, you'll see him around. He's our logistics manager. And then we also have executive assistant, Blessing. Blessing, some of you will be talking to your phone, customer service, for you kind of join the program. Okay. So we also have, if we move on, the next one. Um, next one. Yep. We have, I think we have Kane Day, who's again customer service. We also have customer service, and then we have Chef Jessica. Chef Jessica is going to be coming out very soon to kind of like talk to you about the dishes that we're going to be making today and the dishes we're going to be enjoying. And I'm telling you, they're going to be very nice dishes. Yeah. Comes, she'll signal to me once she comes out. She's ready. So she just, I think some of you have seen the flyer here before, which is we're going to have a nice smoothie. Yeah. Now smoothies are very filling, and the majority are very healthy too. So you're going to get some. Then we have what we call Morocco salad. Salad. Morocco. Now I don't know what Morocco means. Morocco sounds like a country. Yeah. I think I'd rather have Nigeria on Independence Day. But anyway, Morocco has come into our Independence Day. Yeah. So we have Morocco salad. Then obviously we have something Nigerian here. Nigerian toasted coconut. Does it say candy? Nigerian toasted coconut candy. Now I don't know what that is, but it's nice. Then we also have our main course meal, yeah, which I believe is cauliflower fried rice. Cauliflower fried rice. Now that's quite interesting because it says cauliflower fried rice. That I don't actually think there's any rice in there, replacing the rice with the cauliflower. So that'd be very interesting please, until we get science. Yeah? Okay, so is Jessica coming? Is she come? To come and discuss? Okay, okay, maybe we can move on. Now, I'll, when she comes. So now, what we have is the healthy store. Now, we have a program called the 30-Day Healthy Store, which is a program that I advise everyone to go on. I've been on it myself before, and it was life-changing. Life-changing. What happened is I felt my body change, and it changed for the best. You know, sometimes we have to look over the years, done a lot, and it deserves 30 days of sacrifice. And that sacrifice for the 30-day health restore is we cut out the dairy and we cut out the meat product. For 30 days, you will have no dairy and no meat. But your body will transform, which means that some of the things that you might be feeling now, you won't feel during the program. They say you about 21 days to 4 nights. And what you'll find is by 21, you start enjoying the whole. But the first a struggle because every weekend I'm 30 days. My 30-day was probably the worst temptation ever that I've had. Because when I did Health Restore, I did it in and I have my lovely wife and I have 4 boys. Yeah. And then what it is I was the only one on the 30-day Health Restore. Oh, the only one. So that means that's number one. And I know some of you think I don't cook food. I do. But I had to cook my own food because my wife was cooking everyone else's food. So I had to cook That's not the hard bit. The hardest bit was we are family. So when we have dinner, sit around the table. So I'm the head of the table, yeah, and then plate, yeah, is my plate, and then my wife's baking fried chicken, this, that, and I'm like, my gosh. It was for me, I had to sacrifice. Best way to be honest with you. If I can do it in that environment, I can do it in any environment. Yeah, and I made it. I made it through. I lost a lot of weight, but it wasn't weight that I was not supposed to lose. So one thing I always say to people is, don't necessarily wish to lose weight. Wish to lose weight that you're not meant to have, because some of us are meant to have certain different thing about it is your skin, it starts glowing. I I like going for runs. I haven't gone for a run for a while. I like going for runs in the morning, walks in the morning. And usually I jog for and while I was going through the 30-day health, I noticed that my recovery rate was much better. I wasn't strained as much as I used to was eating meat. Actually was I was just transforming just by being on the 30-day health restore. Now 30-day health, yes, it costs money, but it's money well. It's 20,000, which is nothing compared to the price of our healthy cooking systems. 20,000 naira, but you get so much for it. You get all the recipes, you get videos that prepare the meals. You know, I'm not someone that cooks on a regular basis, but I tell you one thing, I could go through the videos and cook food. So I didn't really need to know how to cook. I just play the video. As I'm playing it, I'm putting this in, I'm cutting this and leaving it there, and it's done. And there's certain things that I've never cooked before, like moi moi. I've never cooked that before. But from the video, I learned how to cook it and so on. These are the kind of things that it does. These are the kind of things that we're looking at. Hypertension. There was a lady that was on the program that was on our last Cookschool that explained how she had hypertension, and when went on, she had hypertension. I think it's for 10 or a decade. But when she went on the health restore, the hypertension kind of like went away. Her doctor tested her blood BP, her blood pressure, it was all okay. So it's amazing. So it's good for diabetics. Yeah, it's good to control your weight. And as you can see there's a list of there is cholesterol issues, blood pressure issues, all those things. Why can it? You see, people ask me, why does this program do so much? And why is to keep us alive. It's good food that's supposed to keep us alive. And it's when we're not eating the right food that our bodies introduce all these so-called lifestyle diseases. Now, if we eat the right food, those lifestyle diseases start disappearing. And there is a video that I will show you also. So really, we're if you are unconscious, we're the ones responsible for our illness, and we are also responsible for our. So once we understand we are responsible, then we think about it. I get excited about something that's not too good. Okay. On the next slide, quickly, we have Chef Jessica here now. So I think Chef Jessica, you want to? I'm going to introduce our wonderful Chef Jessica, our powerhouse. This lady is a power. She I've the kitchen and a hot. This time it's an air conditioned in here, yeah, because we've got her here. So I'd like us to put our hands together again for Chef Jessica. Hi, Jessica.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm so happy and so excited to see your faces this morning. Thank you all for coming. Thank you so much, sirs. Please, we are going to be having a wonderful time because we have a lot of things to do this morning, and I hope that you enjoy it and also pick one or two things, and I also learn from you because I like learning every day. Okay. Okay, so please, sir, please, ma, you are all
What are we
welcome.
having today? What are we having today? Chef Jessica, she's used to talking to the camera. So she's shy now. There's people here. Behind the camera, you can't see the people. So what are we having today, Chef?
Okay, so for today we are going to be having a fried rice, cauliflower fried rice. Yeah. So people they ask me, are you going to be putting the polished normal hard grains? I'm saying no, we are going to be using cauliflower to make fried rice. It's very nice. And then we are going to be having coconut flakes. Yeah, and we're also going to be having smoothies. So these are basically the three things we are going to be having today.
Great. So when do we get started?
And then we're also going to be having salad, our macaroni salad. With a lot, yes, macaroni salad with a lot of vegetables.
Okay, macaroni, sir. Macaroni. Okay, that sounds nice. Yeah. So when do we start?
We are starting as soon as possible. We are starting right now.
Starting right now.
Right,
Okay, so we're
starting
starting right now. I'm getting excited. We're starting right now. So I think somebody's talking to me.
Is that can we? Is it allowed? If you can give us the maybe how you cook this?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay. You're gonna see it, and then
We'll see it.
and then we're gonna give it to you. That's right. Yeah. Okay, no problem. Yeah, that's good. So Chef Jessica is gonna get started. Yeah. Okay, you're gonna get started now.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
All right.
So what do you need? Do you need me to help you on anything?
No. So the first thing we are going to start with smoothies. Yeah. Which is after the dessert first. Then after that we start with the salad. Then after the salad, then we start with our cauliflower fried rice.
Right.
All right.
Great. Okay, can we put our hands together for her, Chef Jessica, please?
Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to start by I'm going to be hand gloves.
By the way, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. Yeah? If you see anything go in that she hasn't explained, don't be afraid to ask, what is that? Yeah? Thank you.
Okay, so like I said, we are going to be starting first with the smoothie. Then I'm going to be introducing. So what we usually do that once I finish what I made, then we have a taste so that you have an idea of what I use for and how it tastes like. And not when we are done, then start eating everything. No. So once I'm done with this, then we have a taste of the smoothie. Okay. So for my smoothies, I'm going to be using banana, ripe banana, pineapple, and coconut, just three fruits.
Okay, let me pass it. Let me show them. Okay, just to show them.
Okay.
So you can see that. So that. Okay.
All right. Banana, coconuts.
And one thing I'd advise also is obviously if you want to control the sugar level, then you don't need to do ripe.
Any banana, can use the native, any banana of your choice.
I'm just saying, if you're trying to control sugar levels.
The natural sugar, that's what you have in fruits.
Yeah.
And the processed white sugar, what's really the problem? The difference?
Well, I think that's Sulaiman, do you want to answer that question?
Your question again, sir, sorry.
Natural sugar, and the processed sugar. Because at times we keep away from sugar. We set it, but we still use.
You need a bean. Dustbin. Comfort. I need a dog.
But the thing is that your sugar level is on the high side, and you are watching your sugar level. There are some certain foods you really don't have to eat all the time regularly. You can eat banana once in a while, but pineapple, you have to reduce your intake because it's also sugar. You can also trigger your sugar level. Or you don't do everything more daily. That's what you are doing.
Sorry, sir, your name? I know the question. The question is really, like you said, I was just going to answer, is the difference between processed sugar, yeah, and natural sugar. I mean, the first thing is, if you look at the processed sugar, it goes through a process, which means that it takes some of the thing and it leaves just the sweet stuff behind. And then also the sugar that's processed, it goes into a quick fix, but it causes problems. And also, one of the things that is that it also feeds the diseases that you find that are prevalent. But the natural ones they slowly, they're not like a sudden burst of sugar. So that's the key thing is there's so many question. Because obviously, you look at the molecular structure. If you want to go deep into it, you look at it. So then you now say, okay, you have sugar, you have brown sugar, you have different types of sugar. So then there's differences processed as much as white sugar. Yeah, white sugar is bleached. Yeah, it goes through a bleaching process so that it looks good to the eye. As they say, we eat with our eyes, we eat with our stomach. And that's it. Yeah? No problem. So Chef Jess is cutting it up. Can you see it? Oh, you can see it on the screen. Yeah? You can see that? You might need to move that. Yeah? I don't think the blender's a little bit.
Can we make pictures?
Yes, of course you can. Yeah? Let me just move the blender so that you can see. Can you see it now? Yeah? Can you see? Okay. You can see it from here too.
You can see on the camera. So here I have the pineapple, I have banana, then I have the cook. So we are going to first add the pineapple because we are not going to be adding any water at all. So we add the pineapple first so that it will be easy to blend. Then the banana. And then the coconuts. So I'm going to be blending this in a very smooth paste. You blend it to be very smooth. The coconuts will also serve as the viper there. Okay. Okay, so this is smooth, very smooth. So you can either put it in the fridge to chill or you drop in some ice. It's very, very yummy. Okay. All right. So you take this, it's very good to take your smoothies in the morning, first thing first. You don't have to eat then take smoothies on top. No, you eat your smoothies first. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. So I have to serve the smoothie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So whilst you
And it's good enough. I think the ice they block so that I'll use the ice block.
to ask her. Over to you, Mother Jessica.
Coconut flakes, I'm not going to be using only honey and coconut. Instead of using sugar, so we substitute for honey. Yeah. How do I know it's
That running part, trying to get the rainbow.
not? Okay.
So then they tell you something, but at the end of the
Around it. And when you drop it in water, it doesn't dissolve easily. It doesn't dissolve easily. It doesn't dissolve easily. That is when you get to know a good honey.
this one is when you are buying the video.
It's not like going to church. You can like tell people that can bring people that can bring from.
Another thing is that we were told that if you put it in the fridge, hello, we were told that if you put it in the fridge, it takes not a good one.
It's not a good honey.
Well, I can recommend some few. Forever Honey is a very good one. You can afford it. Yes, Forever. No. Forever is the best one so far. So maybe Jessica knows about this one, the MJ one. So me, I don't know about this one. I know Forever is good. So we are starting the cooking now. Please do not hesitate to ask questions. Anything she do. So is it cooking you are doing?
No, I'm just making.
Okay, so she wants to make coconut.
Yeah.
You need assistance.
No.
I can join you.
No, I'm fine.
Oh, yeah. So do you want it? Have another apron.
It doesn't really actually need an apron for this. It doesn't need an apron for this.
Oh, okay. Sir, please come. So you don't need, say you don't need an apron for that. So,
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes.
Okay, please, you have to wash your hands. All right. Yeah. Thank you. Are you good? All right. Just use this to tap your hand. Thank you. Are you good? I need another one. All right. Okay. Okay, so we are going to start by grating our coconuts using our wonderful Salad Master food processor. So this is our food processor. No kitchen is complete without this. Yeah. So this is master of vegetables and fruit salad. So if you want to make a salad for large quantity of people within a short period of time, you have a very nice salad, different shape, different size, depending on how you place your fruits or your vegetables. Okay, so we are going to be using fresh coconuts. All right, so you help me to. But so it's anti-clockwise. It's very easy to start. It comes with 5 different codes from code number 1 to code number 5, depending on what you want to shred or cut or slice or chop. Okay. So like I said, it's anti-clockwise. Bring it in there, and when you are putting it, you ensure that you do not place your hand on the place. Put your hands here, or you can easily just hold it this way, and then you bring it closer. Once it clicks, you hear it clicks. Okay. All right. So I'm removing that and show you how to put it.
Not to be.
Okay. No. No, you don't have to like remove it. Okay, so let me see. It's good. It's okay. It's okay. But you can actually, okay, it's okay to hear it clicks. You have to try to push. Don't let this one put it this way. Then bring it closer. See, it has no
Okay, okay,
edge.
okay.
Bring it closer together. Move your hand. Move your hand. It's okay. All right. All right. Okay, so please take the coconuts.
Put the coconut there.
Let me show you what I'm going to do. So this one is for slicing type of like vegetables of you just with a tiny shred. So this is the shredder. So we use and the numbers too are written underneath the code. So this one I'm using is code number 1. So because you are just new for the first time using Dex, so you have to place your hand this way.
Okay.
Okay, because once you place your hand this way, you can easily shift and your hand goes directly to the blender. It cuts really deep. And then before you put it at the inside, this tray inside, make sure that the slab is very dry. Because if the slab is oily or wet, then the machine will keep on shifting. Yeah, you have to clean things very well. Okay,
Okay.
so what I'm doing. So because I'm used to this, I'll be using this for let me say like 8 years. So because I'm used to this, I can easily hold this everywhere, even as long as it's see. So because of it's also called finger guide. It's for safety of your finger because you don't want to put your precious finger. So you just throw it in, just forget about it there and then continue. Throw it in it. And then slice the rest.
Like this way.
Yeah. Careful, just slow, gentle, gentle, gentle. No, I was pushing it forward, forward, forward. You keep moving forward. Yeah. So you have to apply a little pressure on it. Careful, careful, yeah. Yeah, doing great. Wow. So what do you do? Throw that in. Yeah. All right. So thank you so much, sir. That was all right. So we use this to shred any kind of vegetable of your choice. So if you want to use it for shredding tomatoes, you have to allow the tomato to be frozen. The tomatoes have to be frozen for easy slice. Or if you want it wet, you can still do it. All right, so we finished shredding our coconuts. And then I'm going to be using one of Salad Master. Uh, this is Salad Master. This is called the square griddle. This square griddle we use it for omelets, scrambled eggs, anything flour based, plantain, bean cake, that's akara. So use it for akara, use it to toast anything you want to use it for. You also use it for pancakes. But you can also use this to make your omelets. You know, omelets have to be right, have to scatter pieces. You can actually do your omelet inside this without dropping any oil at all. So how do we do that? Because this is very flat. Okay, so this is very very flat. This can take a minimum of 3 eggs because when you put more than 3, like 4, once you pour it's going to spill because it's very flat. No, once you pour it, the egg is going to fall. So you have to put 3 eggs. But first, before you put in the eggs, you have to preheat it first. Not too hot, not too cold, just warm. Once you preheat the egg, then mix in your omelette and pour so that it sticks immediately. Then you leave it. So once you leave, so because they are doing okay, turn it, then you leave it there. So once you leave it there, and once it's done at the up, you bring it out. Take it out from the fire, allow it to set. You don't turn it, allow it to set. Easily use that. This is our toner. And flip on that, just losing it on that. You can easily flip it over. That is oil with omelets. That is your egg. Let egg without oil. So a lot of people they say by putting it like once they boil it, and the things will then start flipping up. You allow it to back. Then the egg becomes to stick. Yeah, making it to stick. It's difficult for you to flip. Once you are flipping, just the scattering. All right. Okay. So I'm going. So normal when you want to, and also know that it's not like a healthy. This is a healthy because we believe in medicine. It depends on how you food, what you do to your food, the better you do your food. Yeah. So normally when you want coconut flakes, they will use sugar, water, and then you put a lot of sugar, dissolve it, then you put water. So, but I'm not going to use that method. I'm going to be using honey. Or if you don't want, I don't like sugar, you can just do it like that without adding anything inside it. Okay. All right. So I'm waiting for this to preheat. All right. So for you want to also use fry your akara. You can't fry your akara without using the pan because it's not flour based. So you need or you know that the only difference is that you're not frying the akara in deep oil. Yeah, they're not doing different because it's that different that pops it. So this one you just have to grill a little and then the akara have to be flat pancake. Yeah, so that it will done. But when you cook it, it's not quickly cook in the middle. So when it's done, then you flip it and then turn. Or if you want it, if you get that, oh, maybe this is not perfect, but you can as well use one into this and just cover it at the top. The when it's a little bit bright. All right, so I'm going to be adding. So this is very easy to make. I just do this as a snack at home. So I'm going to allow this to start smoking up a little bit before I add in the our honey. So you can also use to, yeah, you can also use to make a egusi soup. Like a lot of people ask me, that, okay, if I want to make a soup, I want to make a melon soup, they prefer to fry. So how do I do that? No, without using oil. I think I use your square griddle. You toast it on the fire for some few minutes before you then pour it inside your egusi soup sauce. Right. Please, you can ask me any question. Feel free to ask me any question or different kinds of nation or you. So you can ask me anything. Then. Right. So I'm going to be adding 1 tablespoon of honey. And honey too, a very good honey too does not expire. No expiring honey. Okay. I'm making coconut. So if you want the one that you just want, maybe you can just mold it. Some people like the mold ones. You mold it. You can also can add anything. You can add chocolate. Anything you want to add in there. There?
It's a kind of dessert.
Yes, it's kind of that. So you keep on stirring this until it's brownish the way you want it. So the more it's heating up, the more crispier. because the more crunchy. So this also has very easy to, it's also very easy to clean. Yeah, very easy to clean. It becomes more sticky, very difficult to it looks more dirty when you use a lot of oil in there, like you use it to fry maybe plantain, then you allow it to overheat. It tends to have these brown stains, tough stains on it. So it's very easy to clean too. So I also use this square to make a champati bread or maybe a shawarma bread, that flat bread too. Okay, it's getting ready. Okay, so this is ready. So it depends on how you want it. If you want it to be more brownish, you have to leave it for a little while. Okay, but to me, this is ready. Okay, so this for our coconut flakes. Very easy to make, very simple. So when it becomes cold, it becomes more crispier and more crunchy. So I'm going to be serving the cocoa. Like I said, once we finish one, we have a taste to actually see how it tastes like. Okay, so I'm going to be serving the coconut flakes. Thank you so very
sometimes all this nothing only. No, but not. Yes, let that be.
I can please not sorry, can you please not ask because I left so I can get one.
Down to that system because sometimes when people say spaghetti, macaroni, that family of it's not a good.
Well, okay, I think the reason why they are saying that is because it's made of flour. Yeah, it's made of flour, especially like for noodles and all the macaroni, spaghetti, and the rest is made of flour. But we are saying that it can actually make it a little bit healthy by adding a lot of vegetables in it. Okay, that's why that whenever I've done kind of this spaghetti on the show, on the healthy show, maybe I put a lot of vegetables. When it becomes back, it's when you are taking it all the time, you are causing it on daily basis, and then you are not adding any veggies to it. Okay. So for kids too, because a lot of children to take a lot of Indo noodles. Okay, noodles is not actually good. Those things are not actually too much of it is noodles. So you can actually combine with a lot of vegetables, even as possible, if much as possible, to try to add maybe like healthy proteins like avocados, in it too. So
I hope that she has answered the question. That was it.
So what do we have to start? Do we have any
yes, I'm going to start.
easy, you save money, your energy goes. But if you look at salad pasta, the energy needs medium and the low and medium and the low energy. Yeah? That means you're saving on energy. You're saving on time. Unlike where you use water, when you use water, you start shrinking. Yeah? When you start shrinking, you're losing money. So, in the self mastery is saving more time. Now, one thing I wanted to show you is the character. Yeah? We have a carrot. I want to just demonstrate. I think I've demonstrated before in one of the videos. Maybe you can just go to. Yeah? We can demonstrate. One of the reasons there's a third master is because it's sometimes people ask me what's the difference between my pot and a nutrition. Now, to answer the question, I put your pot before you use that. Before you use that, when you bought the pot. What was the reason why you bought it? Why did you buy it? What's the reason? Why did you buy it? Yeah? But it's just deliberate. But at the time, this is already nutritional loss. We didn't think about health reasons. We just thought about this one. Now, the number reason why people buy stuff. What's the number one reason? Okay. Yeah? What it is between salad master and a you buy a pot. The number one reason why you buy a salad master is the rest of the job. And that's cheaper. So I want to just and you know, one thing that you find is when
This Jen.
when something is what happens is you feel the pain first before the pleasure. Yeah? It's pain before pleasure. And the pain is the price. Yeah? The pleasure is what you get out of it. Yeah. So I always see when I see my customers face. But there's more pain than the price. Because the reason why my customers invest in selling market is because not just the pain of the price, it's just also the pain of what they're going through right now. They might have pain, have diabetes, my customers have diabetes. That pain is not the price. That's why people invest. So that pain. So I don't know. So do you have any questions? Any questions? Looks like I'm missing something. You guys look like you're missing. Yeah? That looks like what's that? They both got very good. Yeah, that's very good. That's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing what you do.
Very, very good.
Very good. That's
I think it's right.
I thought there's something for you guys, but I think. Yeah. I want to see now. Then you find one thing that you find master is everything you do is scientific. A scientific study master is that this scientific study was done by the University of Wisconsin Department, Food and Science Department. So it's not, and what it said is that the study master carrots retain on average 88% of nutritional value. 88%. When you cook potato salad master, you retain 4% of nutritional value. When you cook broccoli salad master, you retain 98% of nutritional value. So the average value in salad master is 93%. Now that's 90% of retention of the nutrition foods that can help lifestyle changes. So what we have now, we don't get, I think they want me to use the mic. I don't want me to use the mic. Do you have anyone on? Okay. want me to use the mic? So I'll
Start
use
what?
it. Now, does anyone have this machine at home? This machine. Do you have it at home? Does anyone have it at home? Okay, you have it at home. Oh, lucky lady. Yeah. We want everyone to be a lucky lady. Yeah. That's what we want. So we told you how to be the lucky lady. Okay. So now, do you? By the way, do you know how to get one? Because if you don't have it at home, I think because you might not know how to get one. Do you know how to get one? How do we get it? By referring. By referring, and if one person invests, then you get the Salad Master machine. And I know some of you are just one customer away from the Salad Master machine. One customer away. You're just one customer. See the customer. I can see you. Okay, cool. Before you get that customer, let me just show you this in action again. Okay. So what we have now, it comes with 5 cones. So you'll see that this is cone number 1, and this is cone number 2, and this is cone number 3, and this is cone number 4, and this is cone number 5. Now, do you know why I know it's cone number 5 or cone number 3? You know why? The size? It's from experience, isn't it? For me. Yeah. But if you don't have experience like me, then what you do is you look at the bottom of the cone, you will see 3. Yeah. So they're all numbered at the bottom. Okay. The numbers are there at the bottom. That's why. Okay. Now, what you'll find, this thing should have a nice place in your home, sat in there. Don't put it in the cupboard. Don't put it in the cupboard. Because if you put it in the cupboard, the tendency is that it's hard work to get it out of the cupboard to use it. And you start using things that are not so attractive. Yeah? So I always have a nice special place for it, and I leave it there, and my children just go round, 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 and just use it all day. I use it, they use it, everybody uses it. Okay? Now, I'm going to use code number 1, which is the smallest cut. Okay? And it just goes on nice and easy like that. I'm sure you can see it there. And carrot. Now, so Maris, what does carrot have in there?
You have beta carotene.
Beta carotene. Is that good?
Vitamin A.
What's that good for?
Carrot is good for cancer.
Good.
Also good digestion.
Good. Okay. So we have carrot. Now, one of the things that we talk about is we don't peel the carrot. Does anyone know why we don't peel it? Anyone know?
The nutrients are right on that.
Exactly. At least you peel away up to 50% of the nutritional value. And that's where we are. So what you do is you wash it like we have done here. You wash it. You wash it. Yeah? You wash it and then you scrub it with a brush. Yeah? There we go, look at it. So this one here, that gets us a nice, you see how nice that is? That's our nice carrot. Yeah? So very easy. Now it's easy to use, and like we say, it's free. Easy to use and it's free. All you have to do to get this, we don't sell this. All you have to do to get this is find somebody you like. Yeah, they've got to be someone you like because you're going to share with them something amazing, a presentation, a life-changing presentation. So share with them the Salad Master presentation, and guess what? If they like it, what's going to happen? They're going to invest in it, aren't they? If they like it, they're going to invest in it. So that's all the carrot there. Okay, I think they gave me 2 because they found that they think that there's many people here. So I think I'll just do it. I don't want to deprive you of carrots. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a taste of this carrot. I'm going to give you a taste of this carrot. Yeah? Yeah? Okay. So I think, Salamaris, I'm going to give you a taste of this carrot. Yeah? Okay, cool. So, no. I was just saying that I can hear you talking. Yeah? Yeah? Okay, cool. Okay, so now, okay, so look how nice and orange that carrot looks. Nice and orange. Now, if I can put a little bit on your nice plate, yeah, so you can have a little taste, yeah, just a little taste, yeah, because I think carrot goes well with coconut, yeah. They're both vegetables, aren't they? Okay, just a little bit. So have a taste of that carrot. Okay, where's yours? Okay, here you go. There you go. Okay, no way. So how was that? Nice, sweet, sweet like carrot, isn't it? Now, what happens next is sometimes what we do is we go and add water when we're cooking our carrot, or when we're cooking our yam, or we're cooking our potatoes, or when we're cooking our spinach, or our ugu leaf. Go and add water, and then when we add water, this is what happens. When we add water, yeah. So I'm going to add some water. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to stir this carrot into there. Just do it for 5 seconds. Can you see that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, wonder what's going to happen now. Any guesses? Any guesses?
The difference might be this.
There?
To me, the
Okay. Okay. So, cameraman, can you get out of our way? Yeah? I'll be blunt. Okay. So, here, look. Have a look now. What's going on? There you go. Look at that. So, what do you think's happened there? Exactly. Exactly. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit on your spoon, on your a little bit of carrot. Can I have a little bit there? A little bit, just a tiny bit.
Just taste so that you
Yeah. So you know the difference. Just so you know the difference. Yeah.
okay, you had it.
He's had it before. Yeah. Okay. Now compare the taste now. What do we have?
Not as sweet as
It's not as sweet as it was before. Now I like that. Listen carefully. It's not as sweet as it was before. It's not as sweet as it was before. So now, what does that mean? Where's the sweetness gone? It's gone into the water. Now, when your sweetness has gone into the water, that means sweetness is judged by what we call in our carrots we have minerals and we have vitamins. The sweetness is by our minerals because if we want to add sweetness to our food, we add salt, don't we? And salt is a mineral. So what's happened is some of that the natural salt has now dissolved into the water. A lot of the natural salt. Now, when the natural salt is in the water, what do we now do? The food doesn't taste so sweet. So what do we now do? What do we start? What do we start adding to our food?
atmosphere.
We add more salt. We add unnatural salt. This is not the we've taken the natural out and we've replaced it with the exactly. Yeah. And then guess what? They say when you lose color, you lose the vitamins, and when you lose taste, you lose the minerals. So the color demonstrates the vitamins that we've lost. Now, do you know that when you lose vitamins, that means your body is lacking vitamins? So what do we go and do? We go and buy it, don't we? Where do we buy it from? The pharmacist, the food place. But really, we took it out of the food in the first place.
That's why I say you're poison.
Exactly. Yeah, the body is an amazing place. It always wants, but you have to give it food to heal it. Yeah, and that's the key thing. So can you see now? So that is the character. That's the character. So I hope you get that clearly. Any questions? Does anyone have any questions with this? Because remember, the carrot is there. The carrot is not as colorful as it was before because the color, a lot of the color's gone in here. Now, we do this every day. If you're at home and you're boiling your yam, what are you boiling it? In water. Yeah? Now, before you boil the yam, guess what you do? Now, you know when you peel the yam, you peel away 50% of the nutritional value of the yam. Yeah? And then guess what? You put it in water, you lose additional. Show you're aware of that. That's what we have. Now, made of 316 titanium. It's made of 316 titanium. I don't know whether you're familiar with titanium. Titanium is a very expensive metal. Yeah, it's got sorry, heavy metal. Yeah, very a good one. It resists when you fry it. It resists any chemical reactions with the acids and enzymes from the food. Yeah, it's also very easy to clean. Now the thing about this also is that when you cook in titanium, yeah, 316 titanium, or when you boil your water in here, it changes it. If you have acidic water, it changes it from acidic to alkaline. Yeah. So therefore, I think you might be familiar with a saying where there's a doctor called Dr. Otto Warburg. He's a Nobel Prize winner for cancer discovery in 1931. And what he discovered is no disease, including cancer, can exist in an alkaline environment. Yeah. So what you find is a lot of people actually try and get alkaline water, they try and get alkaline stuff so that their body gets into an alkaline state. Now, the great news about Salad Master is you also have the alkaline in terms of your water, and also you have the alkaline in terms of your food. Yeah, and that's the key. So, so that's what I want to explain. Now, I want to just show you a pot. You'll see a difference between the pot now. This one is a pot. This one is a pot. Let's see the difference. Now, can you already see the difference between a pot? What's the difference? Mrs. Kevin, what's the difference?
This is the aluminum.
Yeah. Okay.
This iron.
Okay, good. So what's the difference? What other difference do you see between a pot?
This one is ugly. This one
What? Yeah.
So the question is where did all that go into?
Well, I like your reasons. Yeah. One's ugly, one's pretty. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, cool. I can see that. One's ugly, one's pretty. One's aluminium, and one's 316 titanium. Yeah. And one's been transformed. Now that's a good one because what you'll find is a lot of people in Nigeria have aluminium pots. Yeah. Now, one of the things that you've got to be careful about is um, you've got to start studying what are you. I mean, the food is very important to the body, isn't it? So, how it's grown is very important, and how it's prepared is very important, and how it's cooked is very important, and what it's cooked in is very important because this is the last place it goes before it goes onto our plate and into our food. Now, the thing is, this aluminium. Has anyone heard of Alzheimer's and dementia? Alzheimer's and dementia. Now, Alzheimer's and dementia is when older people start looking like they're losing their memory. And people they forget their family, they forget everything. So that they have Alzheimer's and dementia. Now, when they did a study on those people that had Alzheimer's and dementia, they looked at the brains of those people, and they found out that the difference between a that doesn't suffer from Alzheimer's and dementia, and one that does was that they found traces of aluminium in the brain of those that suffer from Alzheimer's and dementia. In fact, they say that if there was no aluminium in the brain, there's no Alzheimer's and dementia. So this is one of the contributing factors of losing your memory, yeah, and when you get older and forgetting people and your brain starts operating in a different way. Okay? So that's one thing. Now, they don't know how it gets into the brain, but in Western countries, they actually ban the use of aluminium. Yeah, but you know what happens if they ban it in the West? Where does it come now?
Push it down to Africa.
We're straight down to Africa because they need to sell it. And guess what? We're buying them by the truckloads. Yeah. Now, aluminium is also a soft metal. What you tend to find with aluminium pots, go home and look at your aluminium pots. I know some of you have aluminium pots at home. Go home and look at your aluminium pots and take one out of the cupboard. If you look at the bottom of your pots, you will find black dots at the bottom. Yeah? Now, let me ask you a question. Were those black dots there when you first bought the pot? Okay, they weren't there. So, what has happened? You need to ask yourself, why is it? The reason why is because when aluminium, when you cook in aluminium, it when you heat it up, it expands. When it cools down, it contracts. Now, when you put your food in there, what happens is the food now, when it expands, goes into the metal. So when you try and wash it, when it's cool, it can't get that food out of the metal. So what it will now do is that food can't get out, can't wash it out, so it will start decaying. And that black dot you see is the decayed food stuck inside the pot. Now, the only way that decayed food comes out is when you cook some fresh food in. So what it will now do is when you put your fresh food in, it will open the pan and it will bring that decayed food out to mix with your fresh food. And then the process repeats again because when it cools down, the food is locked in again. Yeah, and that's the key thing. So now I always ask myself people question: if you went to go and buy an aluminium pot and you saw black dots at the bottom, would you buy it? No. But why are you using it? Do you see? So listen carefully. Yeah, we would. Now we have something. There's a test that we do on these pots to show you. Now another thing about aluminium, and this is one thing I need to also let you know, is aluminium, like I said, is soft metal. If you cook anything that's acidic in an aluminium pan, the aluminium will dissolve into that acidic solution. Now let me give you an example. A lot of Nigerians will cook jollof rice in here. They will cook stew in here. Now, what is the basic component of stew and jollof rice? Tomato. Tomato is acidic. And what will happen is as you're cooking that food, the aluminium will be seeping into the food. Once it gets into the food, then what happens? Where does it go next? Into the body. Now, aluminium is linked to digestive problems with people. Also, some people have had issues with metal in the body, and it comes from aluminium itself. So just to give you an idea. So, but one thing I'll say to you, I did an experiment before, and you can do the same experiment. Go and buy an aluminium pot, yeah? Weigh it. Put it on a weight, just weigh it, okay? Use it for 6 months. Then weigh it again. What do you think is going to happen? It'll be lighter, isn't it? So where is the light that's gone? Exactly. So this is the problem. So that's one of the reasons why we have the 316 titanium, because what we're saying is titanium is used in hospitals. It's used in hospitals. Yeah? And it's used in hospitals, and what you'll find is it's resists any chemical reaction to the acids and enzymes in food, and it doesn't leach metal into your food. Some of you will also have this thing called stainless steel, isn't it? This one, shiny one. Looks like aluminium, doesn't it? Yeah? But what you'll find is it's thin, yeah? Bad conductor of heat, poor conductor of heat. Yeah? It can't heat up. That's why you'll see these stainless steel, they usually have a thick base. That thick base is iron or copper to give the heat. Now, what you find with a 316 titanium one, you'll find that it's even all the way through. There's no thickness at the bottom. That's why you can bake a cake in it. That's why these are mini ovens. These are not just, you can also use them as an oven. Yeah? Now, stainless steel, I don't know whether you know how stainless steel is made. You know, if you talk about your old, I don't know, if you've seen an old car that's rusty, they take it to scrap yard and they crush it up and make metal, crush scrap metal. You know those old downfalls, yeah, that they can't use anymore? Yeah? They crush it up. Old metal toilets, metal boards, crush them, and they make scrap metal. And then what they now do is they now produce stainless steel pots. Yeah? So we don't know what this was in its last life. It could have been a downfall, it could have been a car, it could have been a toilet, it could have been a door. Yeah? We don't know what it was in its last life. Yeah? But guess what? We know what it is now. Yeah? Now what happens is because of this, it leaches out nickel. Nickel. There's a metal called nickel leaches out into your cookware. Yeah, and that's where we have. So that's with stainless steel. That's the stainless steel. Yeah. Now, does any of you have any nonstick? Do we have any water? Can we do this test? Do they want to do this test or not? They don't want to do the test. Okay, no problem. Okay, now you have a non-stick. Does anyone have non-stick at home? Non-stick frying pan. Yeah? Non-stick. Okay, non-stick frying pan. Let me explain non-stick. Non-stick is I get confused. I get confused. It's non-stick, isn't it? So why are you putting oil in a non-stick pan if it's non-stick? Because I notice a lot of people put oil in a non-stick pan. Am I right? Why are you putting oil? Because it's sticking, isn't it? A non-stick pan is sticking. Yeah?
You know, our perception
Yeah.
about non-stick
Yeah. Yeah.
pan is that when you cook with it, it doesn't burn.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you don't entertain everyone.
Uh, Yeah.
When you use
Yeah. Yeah.
it, and not really the health.
Exactly. You see, most of the time when we buy a pan, we don't buy them for health reasons. We buy them just to cook, as if food is not to do with health. We just buy pans, just like, ah, that looks nice. You know, that looks colorful. That looks beautiful. Yeah, let's serve. But food, unfortunately, is turning from medicine into whatever it is. Exactly. Yeah. Now, I want to just explain. We haven't got non-stick pan yet, but I want to explain non-stick. Non-stick is if you go and look up online for the darkness pot. Darkness. They call them the darkness pot. And the reason why they call them the darkness pot is because for years, the people that make non-stick have been sued by the American government. And the reason why they've been sued is because of the chemicals they use to make the non-stick pan. Can you hear Chef Jessica? Can you hear Chef Jessica at the back? Yeah. Chef Jessica, can we hear you?
All right. So I'm done washing my hand. I'm going to be introducing
Chef
my.
Jessica, you know why I'm saying that? Because Chef Jessica is a celebrity chef, yeah, right? And normally she has a mic here, therefore she doesn't have to protrude her voice across. But now I just need to remind her that there is an audience here.
Okay.
So
All
over to you,
right.
Chef Jessica.
All right. Thank you, sir. Okay. So basically what we've done that we have done some in basket so that we have time. So I'm just going to be showing you samples of what I did so that when I finish it, then you can actually have a taste of what it looks like. So I'm going to be making macaroni salad because we are all used to vegetable salad all the time. We are used to fruit salad. So you can actually make your, you can also make your salad with macaroni or any vegetable of your choice. Yeah. So I'm going to be doing that. Then so that is what I'm going to be doing. Sorry, I forgot something. I need to get something. Okay. All right. So sorry about. Okay. So I'm going to be using carrot. We're using yellow peppercorn. Okay, and then red bell pepper and onions, spring onions, and some. We'll have some here. And some parsley. And then for macaroni salad, some kind of salad, but we are going to Greek yogurt. Is very healthy, or you can also use that. You can also put a healthy fat, which is avocado. Yeah, but I don't want to add avocado in here since I'm going to be doing all veggies. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing all veggies. So I don't want to add mixed vegetable and fruit. So basically, we are doing just only veggies. So I'm going to be adding yogurts. That is what we are going to be using as our macaroni salad dressing. If you don't want to put the Greek yogurt, it's fine. You can also omit that out. So, and then for cooking my macaroni, I'm going to be using whole oregano. Whole oregano, if you want to cook your pasta or maybe your pizza to have this really nice flavor, yummy flavor, oregano is a must-have for it. Whole oregano is very nice. So what I'm going to start by cooking my macaroni using our 9-inch. Okay. So I'm going to using our 9-inch skillet. Our 9-inch skillet. So in salad masa, anything flat, any of our cookware that is flat is known as skillet. Then if it's deeper, and then it's known as squats. Yeah, just like this one is squats, this one is squat. Anything flatter, and this is known as skillet. All right, so I'm going to start by cooking it. So for our hard grains, anything hard grains, we use water. Some we say, okay, but you say you don't use anything. We use water, especially for hard grains, like rice, chickpeas, dry corn, beans, and sparks. We use water to cook them. But for vegetables, we do not use water because they will cook with their own natural moisture. So I'm going to rinse this. Why am I keep calling this one? So you have to use your mouth to cook. can also have this as a whole meal. It's very filling, or you can use it as a. But some people say that also I need to add oil with salad masa. You don't get oil macaroni. You need to add oil, so you're just going to add this inside your water, and then I love to cook it with the whole oregano. I love the flavor. I love the aroma. So we sprinkle some dry oregano there. Going to allow this to cook properly. So immediately it boils, then I'm going to add salt. We are using sea salt. I'm going to be adding sea salt to it. So while we are waiting for our macaroni to get cooked, I hope you can see this. So I'm going to quickly shred some vegetable and also be boiling the corn. So I'm going to be using this is our 3/4. Okay. It also comes with the insides. This, we use this to cook in our yam, like any tuber crops like yam, sweet potatoes, Irish potatoes. We do not immerse them in water. Okay, we do not immerse them in water because water, some food that water soluble, kind of bleaches out the sweetness, the flavor, and also the nutrients to the water. And what do you do to the water? You trash the water out. So we do not that. So what we do for our super crops, you can also boil your plantain here instead of putting, because you notice that when you cut your plantain, then you immerse them in water. The water that you cook them in is kind of changes yellow. Yeah, and the plantain will not be as sweet as when you cook them here, not putting them directly in water, as in not immersing them in water. And you can also use this for easy detection of yam, sweet potatoes, or Irish potato. You can easily detach them here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be adding small water. So you just add small water, and then when you start this, you put the inside, making sure that it's not having any contact with the water. Okay. So I'm going to be boiling fresh corn. Up to 5 minutes is ready. So I'm going to be boiling this corn here because I'll be using the corn for our macaroni salad, and I'll also be using the corn for our cauliflower fried rice. Okay. All right, so while we are waiting for the soup to get ready, I'm going to quickly slice. I'm going to be slicing my yellow bell pepper or capricorn, anyone you choose to call it. We use this mostly for salad. It's a sweet pepper. It's not spicy at all. So if you have any question you want to ask me, even if it's not for this, what we are doing today, any recipes, or if you're having any kind of challenges to your cookware, or you are using it's getting burned, or the food is drying up faster, or you don't have to cook one particular dish without oil, I'm here to answer your questions. My best of knowledge. So it's not compulsory that you just use only my ingredients I have. You can add as much vegetable as you prefer, as you want, but make it strictly vegetable and not fruit and vegetable, just vegetable only. So the next one I'm cutting is the red bell pepper. So we love the colors in our food. We love the red color, the yellow, orange, blue, green, purple. Okay. So the next one I'm going to be adding is our spring onion. Spring onion too is very, very healthy. So you also add spring onions in your vegetable salad. And then a little handful of parsley, fresh parsley. No, 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 no. Okay, thank you. Fresh parsley. This parsley leaf, the aroma is amazing, especially when you use it for intercontinental dishes. Okay. So for the carrots and the onions, I'm going to use salad machine. Okay. So I've already said the wonders of this food processor, this phenomenal food processor. Like I said, no kitchen is complete without this. So this is my friend in the kitchen. Yeah, it makes my work in the kitchen faster, easier, and even our customers to testify to that. It saves them 50% of their cooking time in the kitchen, shredding, slicing, cutting, anything, because it's faster and very easy to use. Okay. So the carrots, I know Mr. Tony must have explained why he was doing the carrot test about not peeling your carrots. Okay, all right. Okay, so I'm going to be using cone. Which cone am I going to use now? I'm going to be using cone number 2. So it depends on the kind of shape you want. If you don't want it too tiny, you use cone 3 or cone 5, which is the waffler, or the cone 4, which is the slicer. Okay. So I'm using cone number 2. It's very easy. So if you're a first time user of Salad Master food processor, you don't have to be fast this way. Just do it gently, then have patience while cutting it. So you don't have to be too fast, so it doesn't cut your hand. Okay. Right, so I'm still going to use the same code number 2 for the onions. Okay. All right. So this is this nice and beautiful cut. Getting ready. Okay. So we are still waiting for the spaghetti, the macaroni to get a little bit soft. It's almost getting ready. So please, if you have any question, you can ask me any question you want to ask me while we are waiting.
Why do you have to do that?
The what?
Macaroni.
Yeah.
I people put it in cold water, like raising it or something like that.
I put it in water to cook it. But I don't understand your question.
But yeah, I thought
Okay. So I love in respect of whatever is packed in packages or not, I have to always wash it because you don't know how they handle it and you don't know the kind of the factory. So you have to always, just like packet rice, like beans, it's just because it's packaged in nylon, they just throw it in like that. And no, you have to wash it first. It's just the same thing with your eggs. The fact that your eggs is being protected with the shell does not mean you don't have to wash it. You have to always wash it. So always that's what we try to teach in cook school. No matter whatever it is, try to wash it. Try your best to keep it as healthy as possible as you can. Yeah. You can wash it. So far your water is already hot, very hot. Then wash it and just put it in your hot water. Okay, so my corn is ready. So I have to take out the corn. So, okay, so the corn is ready. I'm just going to peel, to cut it out.
They don't understand that this thing is sweet corn, fresh corn.
Yeah. Okay. Can use that.
Sorry. Hello, everyone. I'm just trying to, because she said something, maybe we were not paying attention what she said. You know that sweet corn that we have in the can? This is the fresh one. This corn is very sweet. That's why she explained that you can actually get it from either any supermarket or from Malan that says, it's not just ordinary. This is not just ordinary corn.
No, it's not the ordinary corn you get on the street side.
Like fresh corn.
Different species. Okay, so I'm going to be adding in my sea salt. Sea salt, yeah. Okay, so for the recipes that I use for my macaroni salad, I use carrots, onions, spring onions, parsley, red bell pepper, sweet corn, and yellow peppercorn. Or so you can add any different colors of peppercorn that you want. Depends on what you want. Okay. All right, so the macaroni is ready. These are inside to drain out the water.
You can actually use your sensor to do this. That must have
Okay. Oh, I've already sliced my carrots. All right, so it's time for us to mix this. So you can actually perceive the dry oregano that we add in this here. This is very lovely for Sunday or for birthdays, weddings, anything. Looks colorful and very yummy. So then we add in the parsley, spring onions, red bell pepper, yellow corn, yellow sweet corn. And then some dash of oregano, whole oregano. Just these dashes. So we mix this. After I mix it, before I then mix it again with my So we scoop some. I'm going to be adding just 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. Please, Madam Stella, could you help me to pass this around? Okay. Yeah, have a look what it looks like.
wow. Morning salad. I think I just put it
Pepper for the one I used. This is not pepper, so it's not peppery at all. The Copicon.
No, not this one.
Yeah, the one I added. It's not peppery at all. At all. The Copicon is not pepper. It's mostly for salad or even for smoothie. It's a sweet pepper. It's actually sweet. Yeah, but you know it's of different species. Then this one too. This is red bell pepper. Tatashe is pepper. It's a little spicy, so you can omit this and just use this. Okay. All right. So I'm going to.
Question.
Okay.
Why not mayonnaise? Why not bacon?
Okay, because mayonnaise is being done out of oil. Like let's say for a okay, let me say a glass of mayonnaise like this. We need a oil, just an oil of this size. I do mayonnaise too, just lemon and oil. And you don't know the kind of oil they use. So that's why when you put your mayonnaise outside, it literally turns to just oil. Okay, all right. So yogurt is actually far, far more better. Or if you don't want to use yogurt, you can actually use coconut or almond for it. All right. All right, so we are done with our macaroni salad. We're going to serve now. All right, so thank you and do enjoy your salad as I'm going to be serving that.
Thank you very much, everyone, for your patience. I feel for all the people, especially those who are head up in traffic, those who don't know, like the student here, if he wasn't the one that said, okay, you know, for other people that were all the same. Thank you so much for being here on time. And we are just proceeding on now. I want to ask you the student, what is the next? But why we are to serve your special salad so that you can have the dessert before the meal, before everything. And like we said, we are going to have a wonderful time today, just sitting, enjoying the lovely meal on salad and nutritional process. Please remember, if you don't have it yet in your home, when is the right time to plant a tree? Now, 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 so we encourage you to, when 20 years ago, now is the right time. I said, when is the right time to plant a tree? 20 years ago, is now. The right time to start eating healthy is now. The right time to start paying attention to what you put in your body. Because remember, our body is $1 trillion body. $1 trillion body. What you can do now.